Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's DLloyd. So we have some problems in paradise with one of the most prolific dynasties we have seen in the NBA's history, the Golden State Warriors. Of course, we know they have been losing games. We know Klay Thompson has not been playing up to standard. We all know the situation that's been going on with Draymond Green. We know additions like Chris Paul hasn't played a huge factor into winning games for Golden State. And really, it's been Stephen Curry trying to will his team to victory, right? We also know what's been going on with Jonathan Kuminga, with Moses Moody, some of the young players in Golden State not really feeling valuable. Well, we have more information of that coming out today. Now, this came this morning from Shams Charania of The Athletic, basically saying that after sitting the final 18 minutes of last night's loss, Jonathan Kuminga, no longer has any faith in Steve Kerr. He has lost faith and he does not believe that he could develop to his full potential with Steve Kerr as the head coach. Now, this is not really shocking, but this now puts Golden State in a weird situation because going into the trade deadline, you now have to decide what is the future of Golden State. What are you going to do to either improve the roster or make some of the young guys feel valued? Because as of right now, Golden State has seemingly gone with the veteran movement. We have heard Steve Kerr earlier in the season say if they are going to win a championship, it will be because of the veteran players, not so much the young guys. But when you have the young players outperforming some of the older vets, some type of disruption can occur in the locker room. And I think that is exactly what we see happening in Golden State. Now, when it comes to Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga, I think there is a clear winner as to who is performing better, who is giving you more effort night in and night out, and who should be playing. And in my opinion, that is Jonathan Kuminga. But instead, we see Golden State continuously go to Andrew Wiggins. They did it last night, losing an 18-point lead in that fourth quarter. They at no point decided to put Jonathan Kuminga in, who was playing well. I believe he was 5 for 7 from the field. His last play was a three-pointer. Things looked good. Steve Kerr even said after the game he was playing well, but in his opinion, the way the flow of the game was going, Kuminga wasn't scheduled to come back into the game until around that 5-7 minute mark in that fourth quarter. But when things started to go left, they decided to stick with what they have because Kuminga has not played in a while and try to hold it down. And of course, they did not do that. So that was Steve Kerr's reasoning to not put him in. Now, for the Warriors, this is bad because we just heard Moses Moody, not being the most excited about a situation in Golden State. And now, Jonathan Kuminga. So you have 2 lottery picks, 1 top 10 pick in Kuminga. You already had a number 2 overall pick in Wiseman who did not pan out. And really, the last few drafts for Golden State had just been a wash because they may all be gone. Jordan Poole, another guy that they were able to get that they had to ship off. So really, things in Golden State are not looking good at all. And what this is going to do is it's going to force the hand of Golden State. What do they do going into the trade deadline? Do they ship out a Jonathan Kuminga, who, of course, teams are going to be lined up right now to try to make offers for him because he is a talented player who has showed a lot of promise, and a lot of teams are going to want that on their team. But for the Warriors, it seems like they are okay rolling with the veterans, rolling with Andrew Wiggins, who Golden State Warriors fans, I know you guys really do not like Andrew Wiggins. Of course, you have to give him his respect for helping you guys win a championship. But as an outsider, you have every right to not be a huge fan of Andrew Wiggins, not only based off his production, but based off of the effort that you see. Now, I'm not one to tell you whether he is or is not performing hard just because it looks one way. It may not be the case, but to the public eye, it does not look like he is 100% locked in. He's 100% giving you that effort. And you have Jonathan Kuminga, who is doing those things. And I think that is where people are getting frustrated. You will now hear a lot of people start calling for Steve Kerr's job. I don't think you can even do that in this situation because having everything happen the way it is and Jonathan Kuminga now saying this and then Steve Kerr exiting is going to look like you allowed Jonathan Kuminga to win. And what would the optics look like that in the locker room? Because you could tell this is a divided locker room. You have the vets on one side, the young guys on another side, and they're both, trying to be in the right side of their locker room, right, when it comes to those arguments. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. We will see what happens. Klay Thompson not been playing well. We will see what his future looks like. Wiggins has not been playing well. I'm not sure what his trade value is even like. Moody doesn't really have trade value at this point neither, based off of them just not playing him. Draymond Green, we need to see him back with Golden State. A lot of questions. And I see on ESPN and think channels like that they're asking, is the Warriors dynasty over? It's not looking good. Their backs against the wall. They're fighting for their lives at this moment. And internal fighting like this, not good. But I'm not going to lie. I can't feel bad about what happened because Jonathan Kuminga has 8 points. I would probably feel in a similar way if I was in that situation. So crazy stuff happening in Golden State. You guys let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. What do you think is ultimately going to end up happening with Golden State? Can they get over this obstacle and compete for a championship? Or is that dynasty coming to an end? Let me know what you guys think about in the comment section below. As usual, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please do me a favor. Go ahead and leave this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.